And why is laser spelled with quotes? Did Dr. Evil write this? I can't do these books justice. I highly recommend that if you can find one of them, take a look through. It's really a trip. When I say everything was in these books, I mean literally everything. Science stuff, horses, jewelry, lingerie. You turn from a page with kitty stuff to see tobacco. These books were mostly for kids who tell their parents what they want. There were even coloring pages in there. But then there were things like knives and guns. That's terrible that a kid would be flipping through and see that. You go from a page that has all kinds of kitty sleeping bags, and right on the other side of the page is a gun cabinet. Right underneath the Mario sleeping bag is an assortment of guns, and there were lots of them. Back to the video games. A lot of times the descriptions were questionable. For Zelda, it said, gather crystals to stop war rings. That's the worst description to Zelda I've ever heard. Karate Kid on the NES had the long screenshot. Where'd they get that from? That's not the Karate Kid. For Ghostbusters on Sega Master System, it says scare up some fun. Oh, you bet. And it retains the typo Forza instead of Ghost. Then we get to the Tiger games. Oh my. You're at the wheel for all the high-speed thrills of real racing, full of exciting action, true-to-life graphics and sound effects. Are you fucking kidding me? There was no telling if the games would hit or not. If it made it into the same catalog as Zelda, you assumed it would be awesome. Like I mentioned, this was the DI era before internet. There were no online game reviews to tell you when a game sucked a big one. It was all a crapshoot. All you had was a screenshot, a weak description, and sometimes word of mouth. You would usually gravitate toward games that had some kind of reputation. Skate or Die was one of those. A game dedicated to skateboarding and hosted by Rodney Dangerfield with a mohawk. Even if you didn't know anything about skateboarding, you wanted to be part of the culture. You wanted to be hip. Just as essential as it was to wear bright neon colors and listen to glam rock, you had to at least try to skateboard. If you weren't good at it, you'd fall on your face and hurt yourself. Then you'd go play this game and punish yourself even more. All you do is fall, and fall. The only way to play decent at it is to master its awkward controls. It's like teaching yourself to walk backwards on a tightrope. And once you do get good at the 5 mini games, you realize that's all it is. 2 different half-pipe competitions, jousting, and a time trial and a race, which are so short you can finish them in less than a minute. Almost every kid had this game in their collection at some point. It had cool music, a catchy slogan, and signified everything that was rad about the 80s. But the game was fucking shit. Shit that we held with passion. Skate or Die? Looking back, I wish I chose the latter. Then there was Bad Dude, or Bad Dude as the book called it. Just the name Bad meant that it had to be good. More proof that we had everything screwed up. It's a monotonous button masher with choppy movement, loudly hit detection, and back-ass control. It's another one of those games where B and A are switched, meaning B is jump and A is attack, and you know how it should normally be. Sure, it was early in the age of beat-em-up games, so at the time it was awesome and macho. Playing this game was a symbol that you were a real man, but it hasn't aged well. It just makes me want to play Final Fight 3 instead. Still, it has a legacy and has one of the most famous opening screens of all time. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president? Yeah. What was it with that? Maybe we could blame Michael Jackson for making the word bad so awesome. We should have never listened to music about the power war. In some cases, bad really meant I'm bad. One that's always been on my personal hate list is Karate Kid. This is one that was just as horrible back then as it is now. It's an early example of a one-on-one fighting game, but good lord did they fuck it up. In all the years I've revisited this game, I have never figured out how to consciously do it. I just mash buttons and see what happens. The instruction manual tries to make sense of it all, but it's way too complicated and there's nothing intuitive about it. Hitting your opponent happens at pure random. Most of the time you miss. It's not like he's blocking. Your fists and feet are going right through him, as if you're fighting a ghost. It's hard enough to hit your opponent, but it's even more difficult to keep yourself facing him. It seems like there's certain moves that turn yourself around. Why would the game allow you to face the other direction? Rarely have I ever been able to do the same move again to reorient myself, so I usually end up jumping all over the place just to get myself back in the proper direction. Turn around! Oh! These controls are on the same level as Conan, Winter Games, and Dark Castle, but on closer evaluation, I think it beats them all. The worst fucking controls in existence. And there's no variety, except for a bonus stage where all kinds of shit flies at you. It's a hopeless situation. Other than that, you fight the same opponent the whole game. In fact, there's no difference between the two characters. It's the same guy fighting the same guy for all eternity. Sure, the background's changed, but it doesn't affect the gameplay at all. Even the characters don't seem to exist in the same dimension as these backgrounds. No matter the perspective or the lighting position, they remain the same. How a piece of junk like this got released will always be a mystery. Even as a rent